He was a leader of the team, so when that happened, it devastated everybody. I don't think you know how to handle that. You just do the best you can.
You've said your life has been about picking the right people.
Yeah.
How so?
Well, first of all, if you think about coaching football, all right, what's the most important thing I did? It was pick the right 45 football players. And if I pick the right guys, they're going to make me look good. So that starts it off right there. And then the assistant coaches that you pick, they're going to do most of the work. It's not going to be you, so they're going to make you look good. I came over here, and it's the same thing in racing. You pick the right people, they're going to make you look good.
What do you look for? I mean, just in terms of qualities.
First of all, it's character. This always comes first. So when we got ready in the draft room with the Redskins, all the players are stacked by position. And I used to go in there, and if you had a little orange sticker, it meant that person had had an issue in his background, a character issue or something had taken place in his background. Character issues drive the person I think, to be the right kind of team member that you want. And so character's first. And then I think the next thing is, smarts. Is the person football smart, racing smart? Can he do what you ask him to do? And in football, then the next thing becomes, to be truthful, mental toughness and physical toughness. Even if he's a quarterback, he needs to be really mentally tough. And basically, you're looking for the right people to be good team members. The crazy thing was, our Super Bowl teams with the Redskins, 1/2 of those teams were free agents, which meant they either weren't drafted by anyone, and you signed them as a free agent, okay, and they wound up being stars for you, or somebody else had cut them, but they fit into your team. And, many times it's not the most talented person. It's the person that's going to be the best team member.
How do you think you get the most out of people?
I think it's preparation from your standpoint in football. It was having the right game plans and putting people in the right position, and then giving them the resources, working as hard as you can to make sure that you have the resources here for them so that in racing, so that they can be successful. And you have the best cars and the smartest people over there in designing our cars, building them. And then you got to trust the people, and the people will kind of make you go.
Two moments in the NFL that tie into dealing with people. The first one being Sean Taylor, in what has, I think, been called by some your finest month of coaching ever. The team was, 5-7, a slew of starters had been out due to injury, and then you find out following a 2007 season game, Taylor's been murdered. What do you say to the team when you first address it with them?
He may have been the best athlete that I've ever been around. He was a running back in high school, scored all kinds of touchdowns. He came with us. He played safety. He was a killer instinct guy, great tackler and everything, physical as all get out. He was a leader of the team, so when that happened, it devastated everybody. I don't think you know how to handle that. You just do the best you can. Some of the guys that were real close to him on the team got up and spoke. But generally, you just try and do the best you can to manage that. We came back to play the very next week, and you could tell our guys they weren't into it. It was hard. It affected everybody. And then we had to win 4 in a row to get in the playoffs. And I said, those are probably 4 of the best games I ever had a football team play. We played the Bears on a Thursday night, and we beat the Bears. We went to Minnesota and played them up there, and they were a playoff-type team, beat them up there. We came back and played the Giants at the Giants, which is really hard for us. and beat the Giants up there, and then beat Dallas at our place to win 4 in a row to get in the playoffs. That team kind of came together. They wanted to do it for Sean, I think, and we're driven, but it was really a special time.
Joe Theismann, you had a front row seat when he broke his leg on Monday Night Football. What do you say to him that makes him laugh in the heat of the moment?
It was kind of interesting because he was kind of screaming at everybody, and he wasn't, I felt like, in a lot of pain, so I just kind of looked at him. I tried to make a joke. I'm not sure it was a smart thing to do, but I said, well, it's a fine mess you've left me in. Like that. He goes, oh, yeah. He was ranting and raving. He was after everybody. He was screaming at Taylor. Everybody talks about that and still talks about it. Just a horrible accident there for him, and to break his leg like that. I really messed that up, too. Joe and I had gone through a lot of stuff and won the Super Bowl and kind of went through a lot of stuff together. And I was so caught up that week in coaching and getting the game plan ready and all that, I did not visit him in the hospital, and I should have done that. That was a big mistake on my part. And so I always felt bad about that.